How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you another Skeleton Night in Another World episode review and recap. Today's episode is episode 4, and I will give you. Wait, where's that title? That title drop gets later and later, man. It's 15 minutes in. The title is Infiltrating the Slave Market in Search of the World's Evil. But the one thing that you don't have to search for is that like button. I need you guys to click it so others can see what a great time we're having. Please don't forget to subscribe. Trying to get to 200 subscribers and beyond. And do not forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Make sure you share. Yeah, I promised you guys this episode earlier in the week, and I apologize for that. Things happen, but you know what? I did not want to clump episodes 4 and 5 together. I didn't want to. Even though I'm pretty sure episode 5 continues where this left off, which I'm enjoying that and all, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you guys part by part, and I'm gonna keep working hard for it. Also, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Yeah, or even if you're not a mother, if you're raising kids on your own, if you're an auntie, a grandmother, you guys know the gist, right? But let's get right on into this. If we remember last time, Ark helped Ariane. I can't remember her middle name. Ariane something Maple, right? And he helped her free elven slaves that were going to be sold. This is a good episode, and I like how this show is structured. So, where am I at here? She begins off the episode once again saying she's never trusted anyone who wasn't an elf, but she asks Ark if she can help if he can help her, if she can hire him. And he asked, "Well, would your comrades be all right with that?" She's like, "Well, he's not like any other human, and there'll be some trepidations, but you know, he saved the children. He has a spirit creature as an ally that apparently is a very rare thing in this world, and that seems to be the one thing that's helping him. It's a good thing he took that mercenary job for what was her name? Was her name Marcy or Macy? It's a good thing he took that job in episode 2 because everything that's happened after that has just been really great for him. So she holds out her hand. He shakes it very well, Lady Ariane, and they use gate to travel to a place that is right outside the town of Diento. He figures I don't want to teleport right in there that will cause a lot of commotion. And he was thinking to himself, I wanted to have like a laid back, no one notice who I am kind of thing while I'm in this world. But you know what? Helping her has made me reconsider those things, right? And she's still in awe. I think I find the cute thing. The cute thing is that she closes her eyes when they teleport. It's very interesting. Um, but yeah, he said he got them in walking distance, so they walk. She does have some sweat drops because it's high level teleportation without incantations. Sounds like another spellcaster we all know. So, um, they're moving through. Does it seem like he is of some? Excuse me. He even asks, "Does it seem like he is of some help?" And she says, "Of course he is." So they're making their way in before sundown, and now that they are in Diento, they're there to meet up with Danka. And he thinks to himself, "Well, she's a beautiful elf warrior. I wonder what this Danka person looks like." Bro, you should have paid attention because the spirit bird, the whisper fowl, or as I like to call it, the parrot, had a man's voice. Pretty sure he's a guy. And he is a guy. Um, the guy shows up. He's already sweating through his helmet. And the thing that catches him off guard is not because that Donka's a guy. It's because of how stern he looks. He's like, man, this guy's so severe looking. It even scares Ponta. And he's sweating right through the helmet. And she's like, we need to discuss what's going on someplace else. So they go into a tavern, eating, drinking. His name is Danka Neil Maple. And he's an elf warrior that's gathering info. And Ark says, so you guys share the same last name. Does that mean you guys are siblings or more? And she explains that in Elven culture, you have 3 names. Your given name, your middle name is a parent of the same gender, and then the village you come from. I like that naming convention. I know her middle name starts with an E, as does her sister, but we'll hear more about her later. So, They're from the Maple City, from Great Canada Forest. It says Canada Forest right there. Danka, like, I don't understand the point of you explaining it. And when Art tries to talk to him, this dude just talks about the food and the drink, and he's like, "This dude is stonewalling me. What an a hole!" I say, "What an a hole." But he sees Ponta there, and he hears about him being able to use teleportation magic, and he's wondering who is he. He's like, he's no ordinary mercenary, right? But she asks him about the info that he has, and he knows where the HQ is. He knows what the girls are. They just have to get in there and infiltrate. But he says it's better to do it at night, even though they have a lot of people there at night anyway. And so they're just gonna wait, and they'll sit there and wait. He said that's the best thing. So Ark, not Ark. Yeah, his name's Ark. Ark goes, "I'm gonna run an errand, and I'll be back in an hour." Because again, Ariane tells him, "You want to have something to eat?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." He doesn't want them to see his face because he's like, "They're gonna attack me right away." So Ponta takes a piece of meat. She did pet Ponta. Ponta comes back with him, and they're leaving out. And Danka says, "I'm surprised you relied on the outsider." And she admits that if it wasn't for him, she would have been captured as well. He wonders if it was due to her underestimating the opponent, or if it was her being impatient. If it was her impatience, it definitely was the latter. She's saying that her sister. I wrote down the wrong name. It's Ian. It's Erin, I think. Eelin. She wanted. She says she would have won easily, and he says, yeah, she would have, but there's no point comparing the two of you. You've carried yourself well. He used the word acquitted, but you've carried yourself well. She says with experience, she will stand on equal footing as her sister one day. And he asks, can we really trust him? And she's like, yep. And he's like, all right. So he turns in the bandit's loot to get some money. And now he's looking around. He's like, the first thing, he gets some of that meat that dude had. He gets some rainbow colored fish, a fruit pizza. I thought that was kind of cool. And they have a beer that is honey beer that really makes me want to try. If there is such a thing as honey beer in the real world, I need to try it. I know, what's the thing from Harry Potter called? Butterbeer. Haven't had that before. I need to make a trip to Universal and try that too. So he's eating with Ponta. They have a good time. And now the night has fallen. But now we are introduced to the four elf girls. The young girls are trapped in the thing. And the guys are laughing. They're like, yeah, we're moving them in the morning. And the one girl comes up to Kate and says, our warrior's going to come and save us. And then you're going to die. And they all laugh at her. And she tries to get away with one dude, grabs her by the hair, and he licks her cheek real creepy. They're holding out hope that someone's going to save them. I sincerely wonder if something else happened in the light novel. I'm glad we didn't see anything more here, and I hope no more actually didn't happen in the light novel. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. But as our group moves, there's the ninja dog lady from the ending looking at them. So they spot the place. They're at the rear entrance. It's still a lot of people. Ariane asks if Art can teleport them up to a window. He's like, of course. She's like, well, we should move a little bit far back, because we don't want the light of the magic tipping them off. He's like, don't worry about that. Hold on to me. And he uses his dimension shift, the short range teleportation, to get them there. And again, Ariane's eyes are closed, and the other guy's looking around like, what? And they both have sweat drops. They're like, you can do short range teleportation. Just who are you? He's like, I'm just an ordinary mercenary. I love that line because around me, common writer, decade. He's just passing through. I love that. They do make bone jokes. So they're not bone idol. He's like, bone? Oh, I mean, because thinking about his skull, right? Think about the fact that he is a skeleton man at the moment. So, what is her name? Ariane looks inside, like there's no one in there. She tries to slip in, but she is too busty and too curvy. And the boys, they are gentlemen, and they look away as her butt is pointing towards them, and she's trying to get in. She eventually does, but Ark teleports them both in with dimensional shift. She's like, if you could have done that, just why didn't you tell me? And he goes, well, we promised we didn't look. And she's like, you need to erase this whole thing from your mind, period. So they're going to sneak through. They look in one room. Next is just slit. They're just dead. Just bleh, dead in the bed. They're like, well, somebody else has to be here. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna split up, and then we'll meet up. They run, but since he's heavy, he uses the dimension shift so his feet doesn't ever touch the ground. Very smart. I like how smart Ark is. I love it. And so he gets to a room. He's like, all right, looks in. He can see in, so he dimension shifts in. More dead guys with their throats slit, and two kunai come his way, blocking it. The ninja cat or dog lady. She looks might be a cat because of the dog because of the tail. She's attacking. He's dodging. He's blocking. Blocks her double kicks, and he notices that she's a ninja and that she has furry ears and a tail. And he's like, "Oh, that's a ninja." He says this out loud. She's like, "How do you know what a ninja is?" And he can't really explain it because he knows what a ninja is from our world. And she sees Ponta, and she's like, "You're no ordinary intruder," and she begs his pardon because anybody with the spirit creature ally, they're not up to any malicious things because they don't hang around malicious people. She puts away her sword, and he thinks to himself, her realizing all this is very reassuring. Yes, it is. I like that as a stark contrast to Ariane, and I'm glad that this is being brought up more. Um, so she asks if he's there to free the captive elves. Yeah, I am. You too? She's like, no, I'm looking for something else, but I haven't been able to find it. She throws him some documents, and then she throws up some berries for Ponta to eat. And she says, yeah, the elves are down in the basement, and you know what? To make up for me attacking you, there are two more at the Lord's palace. He goes, oh, okay, thank you. But she leaves, and he's like, didn't get to ask her name. Dang it. He's looking at Ponta like, man, so having a spirit creature as a companion, I didn't know just how rare that was. And he asked Ponta, you all right with this, arrangement we got going? Ponta is A-okay with it. She's chowing down berries, and she's like, yeah, I'm good. I like that. I like that it feels like if he's in this world forever, he has a good foundation. I like that. I like that a lot. So he passes on the info, and the others are reading it like the Lord of Diento made a contract for this. This is big. I like that having a ninja as an ally is amazing. So he doesn't pass on info where he got it from. He just says he questioned some people, and they're like, "Good job." Three guys come in. The three guys that were messing around with the girls. Well, not messing around, but I hope not messing around. They came in. They're like, "Hey, we got some intruders. There's no point in them trying to be quiet now. So, time to get to action." Ariane's blade can can cast fire on it, and she burned these dudes to ashes. I mean, their bodies are still there, but they are cinder wood. So they're beating butt all the way through here. The girls in their cells can hear it on the other side. They can hear people screaming, "They're too strong." The two elves get in there first, and they're like, "Oh yeah," She's like, "We're from Maple, cool." Ark teleports in there, and she's like, "Ark, can you get the?" Yeah, of course. Easily bends the bar. I like that he is magically strong and physically strong. The girls are shocked, and Ariane has to tell them he's with us. He's cool, because again, big knight dude with super strength looking at you. Plus, he has that skull face that they don't see, and that will be. Whew. But yeah, um, Ark says, "All right, everybody, hold on." Uses gate, get them back to that little waypoint that what they were at before. Ariane gives him the nods for him to, get rid of those collars because they also have collars on them. Because he knows it, she knows it. Uses dispel. My man Danka's like, this dude can use curse dispelling easily as well. Just literally, who is this guy, right? And the girls are crying and thanking him. He's just like, he's sheepish, like, yeah, it's not a big deal. It's cool. It's cool. Danka's gonna take the girls to safety. He says the two of you can actually handle that palace situation. I'm pretty sure you can. He asked, and his whole opinion on Ark has turned around, and I like that. I like that it isn't some slow turn, and we haven't had to drudge through a whole sneaking episode for him to be like, "All right, I trust you." No, it's apparent, and plus he trusts Ariane's judgment, right? He asks Ark to look after her, and he's like, "Of course." And they're gonna they apparently the palace is like right, it's to their left. It's immediately to their left. He's like, "That's the palace. All right, cool." They dimension shift all the way there, and the young girl, the young elven girl, those the one that's mostly speaking. She says, "Are they gonna be okay?" He's like, "I'm sure they can sneak in there and be okay." No, because the manor they left hadn't had a fire. They broke in through the roof, and it's explosion, and then him and the other girls are kind of sweat drop, and he's like, "They'll be okay." Uh, and in the distance, we see the ninja dog girl and a ninja guy dog, and she's like, "This guy knows about ninjas. I, you know what? I really hope we meet again." I like the fact that she's like, "You know what I am. I appreciate that." In this world of fantasy, because remember, when people think fantasy, they think of all that. They think of all that old English knighthood and all that other crap, and Lord of the Rings stuff, and high high fantasy stuff like that. I like that this is the mixture fantasy, like the final fantasy. I like that there are ninjas in here, and that's great. So she's looking forward to it. She moves her mask down. We get our we get our cool outro, and the next episode, secrets revealed and a bond forged. And I had put in question mark Spy Family because the Forgers get it, yeah. But any scenes of a Ponta plush. The Ponta plush is the caption goes, "Food won't be enough to lure." Oh come on, she's there. There's some hashtag Odongo, hashtag hanging with Ponta. One thing I will note is that Ariane gave Ark a look, like, she kind of looked up at him and smiled. And he's like, "Hmm." She's like, "It's nothing." She's gonna fall for him. Ooh, I am all for that. Um, I like this episode. 4 out of 5. It's so crazy that this show is consistently good. So it's like I didn't see anything like groundbreaking, but it wasn't just like, oh, this is an episode just to watch. I liked it. It was enjoyable. It'll get a 4. At its lowest, it's a 3.5, but it's a 4. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to like, subscribe. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Share the video, and I will see you guys next time. Please be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Thank you for taking some time out to spend some time with me. Don't worry. Episode 5 will be sooner than you think.